Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Genshin meme-packed video. Today I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to optimally spend your resin every single day and how to plan your resin spending. I have been playing this game quite a lot, and I have a lot of units, and I've made a lot of mistakes on the way here, but I've also learned a lot of things, so I wanted to share with you guys what I have learned, so hopefully you don't do the same mistakes that I did. Now, especially if you're entering Adventure Rank 30, this kind of territory here, this is where it's going to get really important that you start spending your resin very wisely, because the resources that you need are starting to be a lot more than what you needed before, and you need to prep yourself for Adventure Rank 40 and Adventure Rank 45. So resin is pretty much your lifeblood in the late game. So the first thing that you have to do is decide what is going to be your main party, and there are two types of parties that you can make: one DPS, one secondary DPS, one healer, and one support, or my preferred party, one main DPS, one main healer, and then two auxiliary supports. Auxiliary supports meaning that their abilities allow you to get a lot of damage or benefit your main DPS quite a bit. But I'll save all this for a different video. Now, after you have your party decided, which if you're AR30, you probably already have, check the days of the week that drop the materials for their talent upgrades and their weapons. So just make a note of this, and what you're going to do is basically spend that day's resin getting these materials. You also need to prioritize what you are going to do on your characters, and your priorities should be in this order. Number 1, character ascension materials. This should be the first thing that you do: ascend your characters. Ascending your characters should be your number 1 priority. It increases their stats, unlocks their level cap, and it gives you new talents. If you're AR locked and can't ascend anymore, then level them up, but that will become your last priority. You should focus on getting their weapons up to your current level and upgrading talents. Speaking of which, your second priority is going to be upgrading talents. Leveling up your talents is the strongest way to make your character more powerful in Genshin Impact, especially for your main DPS. For your main DPS, you should focus on leveling up your basic attack first, since this is going to be the main and most used source of damage. After that, you can level up your E and your Q, but for your supports and your healers, you should never level up their normal attacks. This is because you are never going to be using them, so it's completely pointless and a huge waste of materials if you are going to be upgrading these. If you can't upgrade your talents yet because you're not high enough AR, you haven't done all of the ascensions, then focus on leveling up your characters first. Priority number 3 are weapon ascension materials. Your weapon should be the same level as your character, if not just a little bit behind, but you only have to focus on this for your main DPS, or if your healer is someone like Chi-Chi or Jean, because if you have, for example, a flute as your weapon, that gives you attack percentage. Chi-Chi's healing scales off of her base attack, so this is actually a pretty important piece of her kit: her attack from her artifacts, and then the attack from the weapon passive. But if you don't have the flute on your Chi-Chi or something like that, then this is not really a priority. You should not be getting physical damage bonus, because this is not going to increase your healing, and neither, energy recharge is fine, but the main thing that you want on her is attack percentage so that she can heal your party a lot better. The same thing goes for Jean. She scales off of her main attack, so this is an important thing to have on her as well. But other than that, do not waste your upgrade materials. And lastly, you should prioritize leveling up materials, something like EXP books, or if you need money, then getting the stuff from the golden ley lines. That is all the way up until you are AR45. Once you are AR45, you can then farm artifacts instead, since the artifact domains will give you a guaranteed 5-star artifact. Now, when I say take note, I literally mean take note. So as you see here, I have made a note of all my characters and the days that their talent upgrade materials drop, as well as the upgrade materials for their weapons, and I've divided them into 2 parties. I basically have 2 parties. This is like the main party that I've been using pretty much since the beginning of the game, and this is the second party that I have been building up to do Spiral Abyss. So for my main party, I have Razor, Barbara, Venti, and Chongyun. As you can see, Barbara's talent upgrade materials drop on Monday. Razor and Chongyun's unfortunately drop on the same day, which is Tuesday and Friday. And then Venti's drops on Wednesday and Saturday. So since Razor is my main DPS, I am going to prioritize him first. I've already ascended him, so I need to wait until AR40 to ascend him again. So the next thing on my priority list is going to be his talents. To level up his talents, I need the resistance books, which drop from the Frozen Abyss. Now, if I were AR36, this would be even more optimal because I would get more of these per run, but unfortunately, I'm not quite there. I'm halfway through 45. So for now, I'm still going to do them because I still need them to upgrade his passive. So when Tuesday comes, I know I'm going to spend all of my resin getting all the resistance books I can, so I can upgrade his talents and then do the same thing again on Friday. Once I have all of my talents maxed, if I'm not AR40 by then, I will look to upgrade his weapon, which the materials also drop on Tuesdays and Fridays, which is very convenient. Then finally, once I've gotten his weapon all the way up to his level, I will then start doing electro-hypostasis and things like that so I can stockpile the materials for his next ascension, since I know I'm going to need a lot of these things. Next, I have my main healer, Barbara. Now, I have to ascend her, which I haven't done, so once Monday rolls around, which is tomorrow, I am going to be doing the Oceanid so that I can get her ascension materials, and then after I ascend her, I will be leveling up her talents. Now, because she is my healer, I don't have to level up her basic attack, I only have to level up her E and her Q, which I will be doing very, very soon. And that's pretty much how it goes for my supports as well. I have to level up Venti and then ascend him. So come Wednesday, I am going to be doing a Nemo hypostasis so that I can get these materials to upgrade his ascension. And then after I get all those things and get him to 60, I'm going to worry about getting his E and his Q upgraded. I don't really basic attack with Venti, so I'm not going to worry about improving this. I'm just going to worry about his E and his Q, which is the reason why I play this character in my team. And then same thing for Chongyun. Now the thing about Chongyun is that he drops on Tuesdays and Fridays as well, so he's going to have to wait quite a while because like I said, I'm going to prioritize getting my Razor cracked first because I only use him as the auxiliary support. I just want his E and I just want his Q. Mainly his E, though. Lastly, Sunday is your pretty much do whatever the hell you want day. You should not do dungeons for weapon or talent ascension materials because there are multiple items in the pool, so you aren't guaranteed to get exactly what you need, so it's kind of a waste. So spend Sunday resin on blue ley lines so you can get some XP books, or some gold ley lines if you need some money, or you can just get a head start on the week by doing world bosses like hypostasis and pyrovine, stuff like that, to get the ascension materials for whatever character you're trying to upgrade. Basically, it's all about getting organized. I highly recommend that you guys just take a look at your team and make a little note just so you basically know you have a little schedule on what to do each day, and that way you know that you are not wasting your resin. Like I said, this is pretty much how it's going to be all the way up until AR45, because after AR45, you're pretty much going to want to spend your Sunday resin on artifacts and things like that, because you're going to be guaranteed 5-star artifacts at only 20 resin per run. So this is pretty much going to be it for a very long time, because getting to AR40 is quite the road. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. This is just a quick video, and I just wanted to make that little suggestion. I think making a little note is always nice, and it will help you get organized, so just wanted to give you guys a little tech tip, and just make sure that you are playing optimally. Do not spend your fragile resin early on in the game. You are going to want that for artifact farming and for ascension material farming, because it is going to be a very big hassle. So yeah, you will get some adventure rank pretty fast if you spend all of your fragile resin, but it is not going to be worth it in the end. Trust me. So stockpile that as much as you can. So guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing, and if you would like to see some more Genshin Impact content like this, then let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.